Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Diljit and in today's video we will discuss academic writing task 1, the writing task 2 and general writing task 1 have been discussed in the last videos, and today we will focus on writing task 1 of academic. In this, the writing task 1 requires you to write a summary or report of at least 150 words in response to a particular graph. We have to provide information after understanding the graph. This is what we have to do. It's a kind of summary completion, or we can say we have to write a report. Okay, what we have to do is we have to follow this format. This is very simple. We have to write 150 words, that is the minimum. So we have to write the introduction. We'll start with the introduction. Introduction will be only 1 to 2 sentences. In this we will paraphrase the question. Whatever is given in the question, you have to paraphrase that thing only. Do not add anything, do not forget anything. Whatever is given in the question, you have to include each and everything. Okay, second thing is, as it's a formal task, it's a report writing, you can't use personal pronouns like I, me, we or you. Completely omit these words. Next, there's no opinion or conclusion. These things should not be included because there is no opinion being asked and there is no conclusion. Okay, and you have to keep it simple and understandable so that whatever trends, whatever things are there in the graph, you can portray them so that the reader can understand it completely. Because if you will not be clear with the ideas and the way you are writing, the person who is reading it will not be able to understand what thing you are trying to say. So you have to be very much simple and it should be understandable. Okay, so this is how we write it. We will discuss all these things in detail in the next slide. Now we will discuss the type of graphs. We have line graph, bar graph, pie chart, table, flow chart, process or diagram, and multiple task. Multiple means you can get any two, like line graph and bar graph. Two of the charts will be given and you have to discuss those. So what we have to do is we have to understand which type of graph or chart is there in the exam, and we have to use the relevant vocabulary. The vocabulary has to be relevant. Okay, and these are the do's and don'ts of writing. What happens is we have to write the introduction that I told. You have to paraphrase the question. Whatever is given in the question, you have to include each and every detail. Then the second thing would be the overview. Overview is the most important, the most striking feature that you have seen and that you want the examiner to know, that what is the main thing, what is the important thing that you have seen. That will be in the overview. Okay, then you will include all the other details, whatever is there, like that will be in the body paragraph 1. Then the remaining information will go into body paragraph 2. No conclusion should be there. And these are the don'ts. I, we, you and me, do not write them. No, complete no. Then we have no conclusion. Do not write any conclusion. Just this is what you have to follow: introduction, overview, BP1 and BP2. Okay, then we have 20 minutes for task 1. We all know 20 minutes for the task 1 and 40 minutes for the task 2. 170 to 190 words you should write. Do not write only 150 words. You need to write these much words, and you should remember this. 4 minutes for the planning, 12 minutes for writing, and these 4 minutes for the proofreading. That becomes 20 minutes. This is how you should segregate the time. When you get the task 1, you should do proper planning, that what trends and how you're going to write it. You have to understand which graph is this, because then only you can write it properly. After analyzing everything, you will go to the second stage, that is writing. Here you will start writing. After completing, you will do the proofreading, where you will check for the spelling and any grammar mistake that you have done. So you will do it here, and this is how you will complete this one. Okay, it's time for the quick tips now. These are the tips that you must follow. Understand the question properly so that relevant vocabulary could be used. There is specific vocabulary for each type of graph. Each type of graph has different vocabulary that you should use. Like if there is pie chart, you will use different vocabulary. If there is line or there is a picture, then you will use different vocabulary. Paraphrase the question, do not miss any detail. No details should be missed, because that is the first thing, the first impression that you will be having on the examiner, the introduction, where you will be paraphrasing the question. Okay, then overview must be clear and straightforward. It must be very much clear that what you have seen and what according to you is the most important feature, most important thing you have seen. Next is use synonyms to avoid repetition. Repetition should not be there. If you think there is any word which is getting repeated, try to find synonyms so that repetition can be avoided. Okay, so these tips, these are really important. After that, there is no need to use high-end vocabulary. Simple yet effective way is preferred, which is easily understandable. You can use simple words. Those are easily understandable. There is no need to use extraordinary words. Just repetition should not be there. Just keep this thing in mind. Next is you have to check your task 1 for spelling mistakes and grammatical errors. That is proofreading. The last 4 minutes should be for spelling mistakes and grammatical errors. And if you find anything repetitive, you can change it here. So the final tip that I can give is that you should do practice daily, get yourself corrected, and follow all the tips that have been given in this question, in this one, so that you can do it properly and you can get good balance. And now if you have any questions or doubts, you can let me know in the comment section. And if you found this video useful, you can like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.